I support the call for a debate on fishing in rural Donegal. Fishing is a very important part of life and a very important way of making a living. Our report this week shows the need for government support to make sure all women have equal access to domestic violence services. A new report from Safe Ireland shows about 3,450 women, 589 children contacted domestic violence services for the first time during the first 6 months of COVID-19 pandemic. That breaks down to 19 women and 3 children per day. The monthly numbers of women calling helplines have risen month on month since April. We must not forget men also suffer with domestic violence and need support in these services. Equal access to domestic violence services has always been a problem, and in the pandemic it's gotten worse. There's some barriers that face women on a daily basis to escape from domestic violence. Some of those barriers are cultural barriers and practical barriers. Not having money, not having a car to be able to escape if you're living in rural Ireland, not having supports to get to a safe refuge. Because of the funding cuts, the limit of time women can stay in refuge has shortened. In many cases, it's just a matter of weeks. Let's be honest, it may take a year for some women to recover, because we have to remember it takes some women 10 to 15 years to get away from a domestic violent household. So women need an awful lot of support to get away. They need to be supported to be empowered, and not just to be in a service for 6 or 7 weeks and then to be made homeless on our street, and that causes the woman to go back to her abuser. To really highlight today that the government must invest in domestic violence services to support women and men in this country to be able to get away. And look, as a woman who's experienced many women coming to her for supports in domestic violence and supports to be able to get away from the abuser, and I'm really driving this message home today. Nobody knows the shoe is cutting them, only the person that's wearing them. And we think that it's that, and we always blame women for the cases that they're in, but it's not the woman's fault. And again, I'm calling on the government to really, really support these services and support Safe Ireland and other women organisations. Thank you.